When life forces you to start over, it often feels like the ground beneath you has been swept away. You look around at the pieces of the life you once knew, and the first question that rises in your heart is, why me? But my dear friend, starting over is not a punishment. Sometimes it is life's most sacred invitation. I remember a time in my own journey, long before I wore these robes, when everything I depended on slipped from my hands. A business I had built collapsed, relationships dissolved, and I was left standing alone, confused, angry, and afraid. I thought life was stripping me, when in truth it was preparing me. It took me years to understand that starting over is not a sign of failure. It is a sign of readiness. Life only asks you to release what no longer serves you when you have the strength to grow beyond it. You see, we hold on to certain chapters not because they are good for us, but because we fear the blank page. The unknown feels like darkness, but darkness is not always the absence of light. Sometimes it is the womb of transformation. When you lose what you thought you couldn't live without, you are forced to meet the version of yourself you were meant to become. Starting over teaches us three powerful truths. First, it teaches humility. Not the kind that makes you feel small, but the kind that reminds you to stay open. When you believe you already know everything, nothing new can enter your life. But when you allow yourself to be a beginner again, possibilities rush in like a fresh breath of air. Second, starting over teaches alignment. When your life collapses, it often collapses because it was built on foundations that were not meant to last. Expectations, ego, fear, or the desire to please others. Losing those structures forces you to ask, what truly matters to me? And that single question can save you from decades of living a life that does not belong to you. Third, starting over teaches presence. When everything familiar is gone, you suddenly start noticing the details you once ignored. The sound of the wind, the rise and fall of your breath, the quiet voice inside that whispers guidance you never had time to hear. In stillness, you remember yourself. My friend, if life is asking you to begin again, breathe. You are not being abandoned. You are being redirected. Think of the tree whose leaves fall in the dry season. From a distance, it looks dead, lifeless, empty. But beneath the bark, life is gathering strength for a new season. Nature never begins again out of failure, only out of timing. And so do you. When you start over, don't rush. Don't try to rebuild your old life. Build a new one that honors who you have become. Walk slowly, reflect deeply. Let your new beginning come from clarity, not fear. Every ending is simply a doorway disguised as loss. Every loss is a lesson carrying wisdom in its hands. And every beginning, no matter how small, fragile, or uncertain, is the start of becoming more whole than you were before. So if today feels heavy, if your path seems erased, if you feel you've been pushed back to the starting line, smile gently. This is the moment your future self will thank you for. Life isn't giving up on you. Life is giving you back to yourself. Remember, starting over is not the end. It is the most courageous act of self-love. Thank you for spending these moments with me. May your new beginning bring you peace, clarity, and unshakable strength. When life forces you to start over, it can feel overwhelming. But within every ending lies a new beginning. In this video, a monk shares deep wisdom, heartfelt stories, and powerful life lessons to help you navigate moments of loss, transition, and renewal. You'll learn how to embrace change, find clarity, reconnect with your true self, and rebuild your life with intention and inner peace. If this message touched your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss new episodes of Weekly Wisdom. Share this video with someone who needs a reminder that starting over is not failure, it's transformation. Let me know in the comments, what new beginning are you stepping into today?